Welcome back to Reviews Inside TV, the spot where we pull no punches and lay the truth flat, whether it's tech, tools, or tiny cleaning gear like today's pick. Ever stared at the buildup gunking up your juicer mesh, or that grime buried deep in the seams of your coffee machine, wondering how on earth you're going to get in there without destroying a sponge or your sanity? That's where this little ensemble comes in. The OXO Good Grips Kitchen Appliance Cleaning Set in white. This set isn't flashy. There's no motor, no LEDs, no software updates, but it's packed with function-first tools built for the sort of messes that normal brushes or wipes just can't touch. Inside the pack, you're getting 3 key tools: a loop brush for delicate blades and tight spaces like mesh filters or juicer screens, an angled brush made specifically to track along grout lines or the ridges of sink fixtures, and a chisel scraper for digging deep into corners, grooves, and hardened buildup. Each tool is compact with textured grips for control and tough nylon bristles that can handle repeated scrubbing without deforming. Putting this kit through its paces was oddly satisfying. I started with a neglected espresso machine basket, layers of oily residue built up around the edges. The loop brush slid around the curve and into the mesh screen like it was made for the job. Because it was. It took a few passes, but I didn't need to reach for any other tool. Then came the toaster oven door hinge, that tight crack where crumbs and grease live rent-free. The angled brush fit into the corner neatly, but more importantly, didn't fray or bend under pressure. The scraper? That one had a real moment clearing dried residue off a stovetop edge. It didn't scratch the surface, but lifted the grime with ease. Now, while they're good for precise detail work, they're not meant for scrubbing down a large area. This isn't your go-to for cleaning an entire countertop or stovetop base. But for surgical cleaning in tight spots, it excels. Now, if you're liking the clarity and usefulness so far, here's your moment to help keep the channel going strong. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss out on the next brutally honest breakdown. Back to it. Let's talk pros and cons. On the plus side, each brush feels solid in the hand. The design is intentional, with no fluff or gimmick. Bristles are sturdy and effective without damaging surfaces. The size of the tools makes them ideal for micro-cleaning jobs, like your coffee grinder lid or Instant Pot lid seal groove. The downside? These are very much niche tools. They don't replace your dish brush or sponge. And because they're compact, if you misplace one, it's like losing a pen. Gone in a blink. Also, there's no storage case or holster included, which would have been a thoughtful touch for keeping the set together. So how does it measure up in terms of value for money? At this price point, you're paying for precision. And considering the durable materials and how specialized these tools are, it's fair. But it's a purchase that makes the most sense if you're constantly battling crumbs in crevices or grime in awkward appliance parts. If your cleaning routine is more broad stroke and less surgical, you might not get much mileage out of it. Compared to generic toothbrush-style scrubbers or cheap multi-packs, OXO's set is more thoughtfully constructed and holds up better over time. Some cheaper options might mimic the brush shapes, but the bristles often wear out fast or aren't angled properly. On the flip side, if you're willing to spend a little more, there are multi-piece appliance cleaning kits with more variation and storage cases included, but they're often overkill unless you're deep cleaning daily. In terms of build quality, OXO lives up to its usual standard. The white plastic casing is dense, not flimsy. The rubber grips offer control, even when wet. The scraper tip, while plastic, doesn't feel brittle. It handled hardened gunk on steel without flexing or cracking. This set should last a good while if you're not overly rough with it. There's no complex mechanism to break, and the materials used here are meant for repetitive use. While I didn't personally interact with OXO's customer service for this review, their reputation for consumer-friendly support is solid. They're known for standing behind their products, and most user feedback suggests replacements or resolutions come without hassle if something's wrong out of the box. So, what's the final verdict? The OXO Good Grips Kitchen Appliance Cleaning Set does exactly what it says it will. No more, no less. It's a simple, smartly designed kit made for people who are detail-oriented when it comes to cleaning. It won't clean your whole kitchen, but it'll tackle the spots that most other tools can't reach. If you're the type who maintains your gear religiously, think coffee machine lovers, air fryer obsessives, or anyone with a juicer, this set makes a lot of sense. For casual cleaners, though, it might be more than you need. Thanks for sticking with me on Reviews Inside TV. The product link is waiting for you in the comments box if you want to check it out or grab one. Got questions about the brushes or already own the set? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, keep your gear spotless and your standards high, because Reviews Inside TV doesn't gloss over grime.